Hello everybody, my name is Kuuribro and welcome back to another episode of Valkyria Chronicles. In between episodes, I did go and I spent my EXP and my research points, which I'm just gonna call cash from now on. I mean, that's what it is, it's money. And I upgraded the rifles that I have. I upgraded the scout's weapon and the sniper's weapon, and I gave my tank some radiator defense. And before we move on to the next chapter, I want to check out one more tab in the headquarters section here. There's a couple here, but like the War Cemetery, I don't want to go there yet. I'm not going to get what he's selling me. So let's head to Castlefront Street instead.
Hey, Lieutenant! Off duty today?
This is where our favorite #1 woman reporter hangs out.
Your timing's perfect. There's something I want to show you. Won't take but a minute. Come on. Ta-da! It's the writing on the wall, written and published by yours truly. Why do this when I already have a radio news gig, you say? Sure, I could leave it up to the print news guys, but they're all lapdogs. The government censors everything.
Friggin' government, stop censoring us!
Not just a little cut here and there. In some cases, they'll bend the harsh truth into candy-sweet propaganda. I'm so sick of it. I want to give my readers the truth. That includes the bad stuff, too. So, this is my brilliant plan. The writing on the wall. Some things are only possible in out-of-the-way spots like this, out of sight from those government goons. I'll keep this space filled with up-to-date, absolutely factual info. No censorship.
Sweet.
And your exploits will feature heavily, I'm sure. So yeah, come by and have a read sometime.
I will do just that. Give me one moment here. Sorry about that. Ever since I lost that one recording, because I wasn't hitting the game audio, I get really paranoid. Like, I want to make sure that OBS is actually picking up the game audio, and that I'm not, by mistake, turning it off again. So, the only way to really check that is to minimize the whole game, like, get myself in there. It's gross. Anyways. This is the newspaper. Stuff is going up. In an interview given on the 8th, the spokesperson for Central Gallian Armed Forces suggested a massive anti-imperial counterstrike brewing. Should this come to pass, all eyes will be on how a force that has thus far specialized in retreat can stem the imperial incursion that claimed most of Gallia by last month's end and now stands before the gates of Randgries. It seems the militia will join the army proper on this bid to free the capital from a siege, a fear that has persisted for weeks now. Some suggest that this move is due to the army's desire to conserve its own manpower for combat within the city's walls, a very real possibility should this plan fail. Fans of War, the Empire-owned and run Terrace news outlet reported on the 6th that Imperial forces have claimed the coastal Federation city of Valua. If true, the Empire would now hold a supply route for Ragnite transit, greatly influencing their standing in southern Europa. Unlike northern provinces, Europa's south lacks for Ragnite, meaning that supplies must be shipped in from elsewhere to sustain the Empire's offensive. The Empire's hold on Europa's southern coast means expansion of the conflict to all areas of the continent is more likely now than ever before. The Federation has yet to issue a statement regarding the Empire's alleged seizure of Valua at this time. Whew. So yeah, this is where we're gonna get the world-building story info, what's going on behind the scenes. This section is totally optional too, but I'm gonna show it to you guys. Militia claims Vassal Bridge. That's us! Gallia's militia brings home the glory! As the first operation in what is likely a full-scale counteroffensive, the 3rd Regiment reclaimed the Great Vassal Bridge, a vital trade artery, after rousting the Empire's local defenses on the 14th. This officially frees Randgries from the need to seal its walls. Rather than assail the Empire's bridgehead barricade, the militia opted to swim a tank across the river and attack from the rear, an unconventional strategy to say the least. The drawbridge was then opened, dumping the rest of the defensive force into the drink. The man behind this bold plan, Welkin Gunther, age 22, is none other than the son of EY hero Belgian Gunther. This acorn hasn't fallen far at all. Gallia to pull out of the north. On the 20th, the Gallian forces in the north announced their retreat from the area. Though no details were given, the Imperial takeover of Fuzen, keystone among the North Gallian industrial cities, is likely a chief cause. The capture of Fuzen, a center for Gallia's Ragnite, steel, and oil refineries, struck a massive blow to the nation's productivity. Though the meeting among Gallian army leaders held the day of Fuzen's fall arrived lasted well into the night, no official word has yet been issued as to a specific plan for liberation of the city. So, in summary, we putting up a fight. Shit, I already can't remember. We putting up a fight. There's stuff going on in the south. We got the bridge back, and Gallia is pulling out of the north.
And while you're here, I want to put a book out someday, right? To put the truth in the hands of the people. But I'm just a radio news grunt, you know? I'll be paying for everything out of my own pocket. So, I figured I'd ask you. Think you could find it in your wallet's heart to help a girl get started? I'd make it worth your while. You guys could feature in the book I write. I still haven't decided what all I want to put in it, but I promise it'll be all about you.
Wow, that's such a great deal, you guys. I'll write a book all about you. I don't know what yet, but it'll be about you.
See this fat stack of notes? I've got a ton of material already. So how about it? Call it an investment in the future rising star of authordom. Please.
Yeah, we can spare the money for her. Because we get a bunch of extra, like, side cutscenes and story and information and stuff, and it's content.
Thanks a million. I plan on putting out new editions periodically, so drop by to check it out often. Especially after you've made some headlines on the battlefield. That's the perfect time to strike.
Sure thing.
I'm counting on you out there, Welkin. You need to keep me supplied with exciting material.
Alright, so let's head back out to book mode. Now we get a new tab, it looks like. This Ellet Embedded. And this just kind of shows up in between chapters. So let's take a side dance into this reporter's lifestyle.
Squad 7 of Regiment 3. My first impression, good. Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, squad leader. Next in command, Sergeant Alicia Melchiot.
Where did you get those photos? Those are awful.
That lieutenant looks softer than I'd expect for the son of the late General Gunther. And her hometown is Brule, same as Gunther. Could be childhood friends. But if I'm lucky, they were childhood sweethearts. We'll just have to find out how close they are. Next on the list, Sergeant Largo Potter and Corporal Bridget Stark. Oh wait, that's right. Stark had a nickname. Gotta jot that down. Goes by Rosie. There. Looks like those two don't trust Gunther much yet. That could be good. Could be really good. Who does that leave? Right, the tank pilot, Corporal Isara Gunther. She's the lieutenant's sister. Now that's strange. She looks Darkson to me. Wonder how that comes into the picture. You couldn't ask for a more colorful crew than that, could you? Something tells me these guys are different than the usual troop somehow. Maybe my keen journalistic instincts? Well then... The truth's not gonna uncover itself. Here I come, ready or not.
That must have been one hell of a pen throw. That was up there for like a good 6 seconds.
Oh, there's Sergeant Potter, and Corporal Stark with him. Hey, guys! Mind if I ask a few questions? It'll only take a second.
What, like an interview? What do you want to go interviewing us for?
Aw, come on, big guy. I bet we'd make better topics than some rich kid.
Yeah, come on.
Wonderful. Let's start with you then, Largo. You fought in the first European War, right?
Yeah, I've been a soldier ever since, too. I'm what you'd call a seasoned warrior, see?
And why did you choose to stay in the force? Most people try to avoid the soldiering life.
It's an honest living, plus I got my reasons. Besides, I ain't the only one. Look at Elle.
Elle? Who's Elle?
If I had to guess, I'd say Eleanor Virat. Captain Virat, that is. 3rd Regiment. It seems you've got quite a history with her. Care to fill in some details for us?
There's just something about, she's just like the perfect caricature of reporters. They're just like, care to fill us in on that little piece of info there? Care to answer some questions?
There ain't no details. Is this the trash you want to write about? Look, I'm a busy guy. I'm out of here.
Hey, Largo, wait up!
Oh, just let him go. We can have a little chat, just the two of us girls. So, Rosie. Can I call you Rosie? Beautiful name, by the way. Do you like flowers?
I used to sing at a bar. It was hardly a flower patch, but my nickname there stuck. Tell you what, though. Some customers came from miles away just to hear me sing.
My. So why's a pretty young songbird with a voice as sweet as a rose so thorny towards Lieutenant Gunther and all those others?
Oh, puns.
I just ain't trusting my back to a stinking dark hair is all.
Traumatic past experience with the Darkson leave you bitter, maybe?
Think what you want. I got better things to do than sit around gabbing about him is all. You can put me down as allergic, yeah? Just chatting and I'm starting to feel sick.
She's very, very against them.
Bet she'd spill the beans if you got her riled up enough. Maybe next time. Still, a veteran carrying a torch for his captain and a Darkson-hating chanteuse? They may be cranky, but they're characters.
Alrighty. Next up is the Darkson in question.
Boo!
Oh, hello, Miss Ellet. How are you?
And she is a soulless person.
A little freaked out now. You didn't even bat an eye at that. You were staring at the sky pretty intently. Something up there we should know about?
I'd like to fly. Well, actually, I'd like to fly my brother.
Fly your brother? Care to expound on that? You don't seem the type to have her head in the clouds. It's very romantic.
I believe myself to be quite logical, really. Too logical, perhaps.
Okay, so if you don't mind my asking, how exactly are you and your brother related? Wait, let's leave that for now. How would you describe your brother as a person?
Welks is... objectively speaking, he can seem a little strange sometimes.
I see. Although I'm a little unsure of what that means, coming from you.
But he is a very kind person, and loyal. Anytime my heritage brought me trouble, he was the first to come to my defense.
I see. Sounds like you really love him, huh?
I would say I respect him a great deal.
Gotcha. Sounds like you lucked out in the sibling department then.
Yes, very much so. That's why I'd like to give him the opportunity to fly.
I'm still not sure I follow that exactly, but we'll leave that for another day. Thanks for your time. Next up, Squad Leader Gunther himself.
Come on, it's not hard to put together. She drives a tank for him now. She wants to drive a plane for him later. Not being a very keen journalistic instinct person right now.
Hello, hello! Are you ready for your big interview?
Hello, Miss Ellet. Hard at work again, I see.
Didn't you already interview him before?
Oh, Alicia,
I love that. She just
I wanted to get in a chat with
puffs
you
up her
today,
cheeks.
too. Wait, really? You're going to write an article about me? I can't say whether it'll make the paper, but I do have some questions for you. You've been at Lieutenant Gunther's side since you left Brule. Tell me what he's like.
Wait a minute. You want to interview me about him? Well, let's see. We only met just a few days ago, but he's a pretty interesting person. You never know what he's going to say next.
I see. So, forget he's your boss for a second. What do you think of him as a guy?
What? I've never really thought about it. I don't know.
Is that so? Well, Lieutenant Gunther, care to comment in her place? Lieutenant, where'd he go?
Skip town. Got tired of this.
Huh? Oh, sorry. There was just this crazy-looking bug. I got distracted.
See what I mean? He's an interesting guy, if unpredictable.
No kidding. Now, Lieutenant Gunther, I have a couple of questions for you. First up, how do you feel about this war, as the son of a hero from the First European War?
Same as anybody else, I guess. I want it to be over. Are people looking at me as the son of a hero? Well, maybe I am, but I'm still just me.
Okay then, let's talk about you. What are you fighting for?
I feel like the present world is made up of things we've inherited from the past. We get life and a home from our parents, knowledge from our teachers. And not just the good stuff. Take prejudice against Darksons. That's learned behavior.
Uh-huh.
Every creature out there is trying to pass things along to future generations. I want to pass on what I think is right. I'm fighting for the ability to do that.
Thank you very much. That's all I've got for you today.
Great. We're done? I want to get back to that fascinating insect again.
Huh. You really hit the nail on the head. He's as entertaining as he is unpredictable. I was planning on moving along to the next squad after interviewing everyone in Squad 7. But I think I'll stick around and learn a bit more about you Sevens, if you don't mind.
Not at all. Just try to stay out of the combat zones, for your own safety.
I'm not making any promises. I go where the scoop takes me. That's just how I roll.
Wonderful. Please don't get your shelf. Please don't get your shelf sought trying to interview us. Man, that'd be bad. Anyways, Welkin. I like that guy. I really like that guy after that scene, because he's like exactly on my wavelength for that entire thing. He's a very smart guy, that Welkin. But I should probably stop singing his praises. I'm gonna move on to the next episode now. This was some good stuff, just in between, you know, checking out that reporter stuff. But we're at like almost 20 minutes already. Nice story stuff. Next time we'll get back to the main campaign and head on to Chapter 5. See what comes our way. This will be heading into blind territory for me. I don't know what's coming up next. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you liked the video, remember to hit that like button down below. Consider subscribing if you have not already. Any kind of interaction helps me out a ton. I would still love to hit like 5 likes on any of these videos. I posted my first one today, and so far I got like, I don't know, 3 views, 2 of which were me setting it up. So yeah, tell your friends I'm here. Oh god, now I just sound pathetic. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. So yeah, it doesn't really fuck around. Fucking Rambo here. I just ran out in the field and I'm taking all of them out. And boom.